Hey everyone, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Minion today is, let's see, Goobu Sproutling. I'm sorry you have to witness this, Goobu Sproutling. You ready to see why Paladin Heavensward job quests are the worst fucking storyline in the game? I know it's been a pretty decent questline so far, I will admit, though the cracks are definitely showing. You've probably noticed them. Are you ready to see why it's so bad? Hi, Constant. Constant looks as though he has suffered a tremendous shock. Terrible news, Satora. 100 Eyes has been gravely wounded. There were wolves, and he fought them off as best he could, but by the time these sentries came to his aid, I went to see him earlier, but he turned me away and bid me fetch you. For the life of me, I cannot imagine why. Oh dear. Well, let's go check in on him. What is going on, 100 Eyes? I will do what I can to ease his suffering. Wolves! Swiving wolves! Reckon I've earned it. So, time to settle one last account. Go to Solxagil's grave, dig it up, take what you find and give it to the boy. Won't make up for what I did to my sworn brothers, but perhaps it'll go away towards redressing the balance. Of course, what we've done to the boy ain't hardly defensible no matter what he says. What are you talking about? What did you do to Constant? I don't think either of us are aware. Also, is this Fjolger? Good to see you again, Fjolger. Alright, on to the grave. Digging up a grave is no small thing. Why the heck are we doing this? What are we going to be finding here? Several foams beneath the cold, hard earth, you find not a coffin, but a small chest containing a gallant surcoat. What have you done? I found this. I was told to dig it up. But how can this be? Why would 100 Eyes lie to us? That bastard! I'll have answers from him! From them both! Come, we're going back to Vulcan's Nest. So Solxagil was not buried here. What could it mean? What could be happening in this storyline? Alright, 100 Eyes, Constant, and Papa Sean? Rest in peace, brother. He's gone. We're too late. Genlins and I had grown worried that it has come to this. I'm sorry, there was nothing more to be done. Gods damn it all! We must have words, Constant. I go to Landsgate. Look for me there. What was it all for? Rest in peace, 100 Eyes. I suppose we'll be learning a few things from Papa Sean pretty soon. God damn it, why? I need to find... I really wish you could blacklist mounts from the roulette. Landsgate? He's all the way north. I'll see you there. Alright, we have arrived at the far northeastern edge of the Western Highlands. Papa Sean, you need to explain a few things, because apparently we're being lied to. Here we are. My comrade wishes to explain himself. Why the lie, Solxagil? Was this all just some game to you? I had my reasons, as you'll soon learn. That's a rather odd way of apologizing, Solxagil. I suggest you try again. I am sorry for deceiving you, Constant. faking your death, constructing an elaborate scenario for me to find your armor. To be honest, I'm as astonished as I am offended. How could you have possibly orchestrated everything so perfectly? It doesn't matter how I did it. What matters is why I did it. Oathkeeper is but a sword constant. True oaths are not forged in steel, they are sworn in the heart. To merely reclaim the sword would not suffice. It must be won by a worthy paladin. Only then will it and our order be restored to its former glory. I don't understand. Why not simply teach me the ways as you said you would? A sultan may move a man, a master may instruct his pupil. But only when that pupil moves himself can he become a paladin. That said, I did not account for Satora's intervention. Master Papashan, as we discuss. Very well. The souls we paladins wield are the embodiments of our will. In keeping to our oaths, they grow stronger, more dominant. In the presence of our particularly pure soul, others may be compelled to yield. But when two souls cannot reconcile, when one cannot establish dominance, it can spell disaster. That seems awfully inconvenient. Oh, you have no idea. As the discordance between two souls grows, the ether builds and the souls grow unstable. Aye, their souls looked as though they were fit to burst with ether. Wait, you don't mean to say that their souls will be destroyed, do you? By the Fury, how do we stop it? You fight. Your souls demand it. You two cannot coexist as you are. One must rise above. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard! He said about this entire quest line. It's a dick-waving contest! We are paladins, defenders of the weak and needy. What madness is this that we must face each other in battle? But if there is truly no other way, I will not renounce my oaths. I will become the paladin I was destined to be, and if that means we must fight, then so be it. Y'all, this is the stupidest fucking shit in this entire game. Why? Just... Why? They're... Well, I suppose we must take Solxigel's word for it. Papashan said, agree that this is the stupidest shite he's ever heard. I am ready. I'm so sorry. The story of this questline was good until this twist. Why did Solxigel have to actually be alive? There's no reason for it. Why was the dick-waving contest? What's the point? There's no point to it. It's such a stupid left turn for no fucking reason. Why is it like this? Come, sister. Why couldn't we just be fighting the goddamn bandits who stole Oathkeeper in the first place? You know, that would make sense for a final duty. There can only be one Satora, face me. Of course, I knew it wouldn't be easy. No, I will not yield. paladin must be without fear in the face of... I should have interrupted that. I was too busy, reading. He's down. Am I truly so weak? What was the point of my character to come all this way and then just be upstaged by you at the last moment for no fucking reason? No, Constant, nothing can be further from the truth. You fought with honor and purpose. Do not be ashamed. Only be ashamed that you were involved in this farce of a questline. Silksagil. Sorry, I'll try to stop, but y'all, it's so stupid! I hate it! Silksagil. Impressive, truly impressive. Intrigue and deception that would put Lord Lolorito to shame. Tell them the truth, Silksagil. The whole truth. Figured it out, have you? Because I lied again, I guess? Sure, let's go with that! Do you still have the soul I left for you at the 100 throws? What? Oh, yes, here. This soul once belonged to the first captain of the Sultan's War, the first paladin who wielded Oathkeeper. Once it shone with a resplendent light, as did Oathkeeper, but now both have lost their luster. I have the sword, and everything I've done, that I have made you all do, has been for the sole purpose of making it shine once more. Because what's one more last-minute left-turn twist for... Why not? Sure! Of course, it's so simple. Wait, no, it's not. It's needlessly complicated, says the third NPC in this questline about how stupid this questline is. What of your soul, the one you gave to Satora when first you met? I yet have it, Silksagil. Take it and restore Oathkeeper's light with your own. Once a man has left the Sultan's War, he cannot return. My soul will no longer suffice. All I can do is show another the way, and ask that she do the same for her brothers and sisters. And the way is to lie and deceive everybody. But she does not yet stand above all others. Not until she has bested me. Draw your sword, Satora, the time has come. I'm gonna be honest, I forgot the second twist where it gets even stupider. Y'all, what the heck? Come, Paladin, show me the metal in your heart and the steel in your blade. Just why? Yes, fight and struggle, hold nothing back. No, you stop that. Good, but it will not be enough. When 3 separate NPCs say in the same quest that this is the stupidest shit they've ever heard, you know the writers knew there was a problem. Just die already. Fine, I'll break your shields. Have you the strength to overcome this? The duty isn't the worst, even though he is a lot weaker than he probably should be. It's just tainted by the stupid fucking story! Not yet, Satora, we are not yet finished. A performance worthy of the Warrior of Light. Yes! Yes! At long last, a paladin who can make it shine again. Behold Oathkeeper, bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Ward, stolen under my watch by the minions of the Monitoress. For years I sought to reclaim it, to redeem myself for my failure. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. 30 years I aspired to those ideals. 30 years I tried to live up to the example set by our founder, so revered that his very soul crystal would be set in Oathkeeper's pommel. For those legendary captains of Eld, the sword would shimmer with such brilliance that night would be as day. Yet, for the 30 years I wore it, it shined for me but once. That was before it was taken from me, before I forswore my oath so I could reclaim it. Satora, through all your trials and tribulations, you have remained true to yourself and to Eorzea. You continue to be an inspiration to us all. Come, take up Oathkeeper, raise it aloft, and let it shine forth as a beacon unto all. You were always my first choice, Satora. Because fuck Constant, even though he's standing right here. Constant was incentive, motivation, though in the end he proved himself to be so much more. But still fuck him, apparently. Even though he's actually a pretty good character, and it's a tragedy what this quest does to him. You're a right bastard, you know that? Sorry, I said I'd stop, but like, oh my god. I try not to snark through this. I try not to snark in general in my playthroughs. Especially not during a cutscene. You can tell how much I hate this. I absolutely loathe this, just from how I'm doing this. I'm so sorry. You're a right bastard, you know that? Doing all this just to make a bloody sword shine. Praise Haloni that I found a proper mentor in Satora. Well, I may not be the chosen one, but I'm still a free paladin. That is the path I have chosen for myself, and on it I will stay. Well said. It would not do for you to be so easily discouraged. Genlins, I leave matters here in your capable hands. You've done it again, Satora. Oathkeeper may not shine for me as it did for you, but perhaps in time it will. But even should it not, I will not lose heart, for a paladin's virtue is not in the radiance of his blade, but in the righteousness of his actions, again, making this entire thing pointless. By what we decide to do every day, we will be good men, or not. Silksagil, Oathkeeper is returned to the Sultan's Barn. Will you now return to us as well? As a friend and ally, perhaps, but not as a brother. Some bonds, once broken, cannot be mended. I thank you, Satora, for all that you have done. Heh, how strange that we must turn to a free paladin rather than one of our own to show us the way. Yet, I suppose it is not the first time, is it? That is the second time that has happened at the end of one of these duties, level 60 duties. What the heck? Why would you even invite him back? Seriously, when every major NPC in this questline, except for the one responsible for why it's so bad, says, hey, this is some stupid bullshit. There's a problem. There's a fuck. Why did they not just rewrite these last few quests? Like, the first half of the quest line is good. It's actually good. And then they do this bullshit. They could have just rewritten it. They could have just stuck to the original plan and not had a twist. I didn't need a twist. I'm very upset. It would seem that some questions weren't meant to be answered, and we must simply deal with it. If that's a response to me asking why they didn't just simply rewrite it, then fine. I'll deal with it, but I'm gonna be fuming the whole time. If you still mean to ask how I planned it, I'll don't. You wouldn't believe me anyway, because the writers didn't think that far. So that's it then, you're leaving. Old Odd beckons, and besides, I have nothing left to teach you, not that I taught you anything in the first place. Then I wish you well on your journey and pray that you find happiness there. I'm coming back, you know. There was an awful lot of work to be done in Falcon's Nest, and I did make a promise 100 eyes. Oh, then I shall see you when you return. Stab it when you do, please. Do us all a favor. To make a fucking sword shine! We should head back too, Satara. And then immediately after, Genlins is like, oh, it's completely pointless to make the sword shine. Also, Kansei says, correctly, it's completely pointless to make the sword shine. When I'm done recording, my roommates are gonna be like, so you just did Paladin 60, didn't you? Hi, Constained. I genuinely really like you as a character, and it's a fucking shame what they did to you. I'm so sorry. You deserve better. I'm still not quite sure what it was all for, but it seems to have ended. So, like, did the writers realize they backed themselves into a corner? They just didn't have time to fix it? Maybe they're like in the last month before Heavensward release and didn't have time to go back and fix it all and rewrite it. And they're like, okay, fine, this sucks, but we're just gonna run with it and we're gonna stick in all the snark we can because we need the players to know we are sorry for this. I'm not like mad at the writers. I understand game development is a fucking nightmare and everything's held together by duct tape and string and the budgets are tight and the development time is tight, but what the hell happened? Just like, what happened? I suppose you ought to get back to your grand adventures and me to my paladining, or whatever it is you call it. Right then, it's been a pleasure, Satora. Oh, but I warn you, the next time we cross blades, I mean to win. Fare thee well. You too, Consaint. And now the game's gonna lie to us. You've kept your oaths and established dominance over your fellow paladins. What the fuck is this bullshit? This concludes Paladin for Heavensward. To undertake the next series of Paladin quests, you must complete the post-game of Heavensward and reach Stormblood. Except that is a lie because there are no more Paladin quests. Yeah, I know they said you'll get the next quest from Genlins, but there's no more Paladin quests. That's a lie. We'll get to that in like a year's time. Something like that. Though there is a very good chance that I'm going to be taking an extended break soon. We'll talk about that later. For now, let's check out the new abilities. I believe the main thing was... yeah, Rage Holone was upgraded to Royal Authority, so we can just go ahead and check that out. Our finisher upgraded from 330 potency to 360 potency during during the combo. And then the other things are tied to... the other traits are tied to something that I don't think we actually have yet. Holy Spirit or Holy Circle to be immediately cast with increased potency. Nice, nice. Do we have those? We do, but we're technically not there yet, so I'm not going to be using them. Fair enough. So yeah, for now, it's just Royal Authority is now, what was it, 30? 60 potency stronger? It went from 330 to 360, so yeah, 30 potency increase, 10% not quite 10% increase, not bad. The more interesting things will come later. Alright, that's Paladin! Ends with a whimper, not anywhere close to a bang. Where's that armor coffer? We got our artifact armor for the expansion. Yay! Artifact armor! Really wish we were going out on a higher note. That's really pretty armor. It really is, but also... why was... okay, I'm gonna stop griping. My opinions are very clear. We will talk about this one more time when we do the next set of job quests that are tied to the paladin job. I will see everyone next time, though, as we finish up the warrior quests. Bye! Wish me luck! I need comfort food! I'm suffering!